production.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is.
Orange juice in the blunt for breakfast. While I read the paper, finna hit the block. About to see some pipe.
One more time, man.
Orange juice in the blunt for breakfast. While I read the paper, finna hit the block. About to see some pipe.
Paper. What's going on, y'all? Top of the motive, man. My name Heart to Start JD, aka the damn Guccini. I got my big bread in the building. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody rocking, man. You know, it's Bogart Scott Free in the building.
Come on now. How your morning start now, big bro?
Pretty good, you know what I mean? About to construct a little joint, you know what I mean? And we're gonna really take this morning to the next level.
100%, bro. Them is facts, man. What is this? Thursday morning? Today, Thursday?
It sure is.
Yeah, man, we almost to the weekend, 100%. Also, it is Playmaker Thursday, 100%. Also, y'all make sure we double dipping tonight, 100%. Don't double dip with your chips and dip or your salsa and your nachos, whatever.
Don't be that
100%.
person.
But you can double dip with us, pause, because on Thursdays, this is orange juice and a blunt for breakfast. Later on tonight, Playmakers is here, man.
Start doing like you got the bowl woo wop with the sauce at the party, and it is the things of the chips around it. I'm sure maybe it's a decorative platter where it doubles as sauce bowl and chips around it. What they need to do is start putting like little disposable little bowls on the side so people could take that, scoop some sauce into it, and then take their chips and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my mama.
What's wrong with people?
Come on now.
Making them the game right here.
Make it a whole lot easier, everything.
Yeah, make it easier for me because I am that motherfucker that stands there and I don't double dip, but I will dip out of the bowl. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Facts.
Just come back and let me get one more. You know what I mean?
My mama. Give us facts, bro.
Yeah, messy or weird or double dipping.
Come on now. Fuck that. Hey. Oh, my mama. I bet not catch you double dipping in the party. Anybody that double dip, bro, 100, you got to eat the whole platter. Oh, my mama, because you done ruined it for everybody.
And you know what's crazy? I really appreciate them sneeze guard shields at the little salad bar woo wops, right? But is that really stopping anything? You know,
right.
Is that just for peace of mind?
Oh,
a sneeze got a 12-foot radius, B.
Come on now. Oh, my mama. Even when you flush your toilet, man, they say don't, that when you know what I mean? It can pop up every day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. At my old spot, it was a tri-level townhouse, and they had the kitchen, and then the little bathroom on that floor was in the kitchen. So like, there's a door, and then another door. One door is for the bathroom, one's for the little laundry woo wop. But I always thought it was so weird. Like, why the fuck is there a bathroom right here?
Huh?
You know? Like I take a shit, then I can just get right out and go back to cooking. Like it's just weird to me. It was always weird to me. And I'd always be like, I had this OCD. I have OCD. I'm like, I was like, close that fucking door.
Oh, well,
I don't want that door open.
Keep that bitch. Matter of fact, just keep it permanently locked. Oh, yeah. Everything. Forget about this bathroom.
Matter of fact, only I use that bathroom. Fuck
everything. Real talk. Let the people know where they can find you at, big bro.
You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Instagram, all one word, GenWealthNet _. And you can find us on YouTube, GenWealthNet. Let's go.
And
anywhere you can stream your music, Bogart Scott Free.
Oh, my mama, 100%, man. We got to make sure they find that too,
yeah,
bro.
We rap.
Oh, my mama, for our main man Slim, man. Boogie Vision 45 on the gram, man. From a fan's perspective on the tube, make sure you get locked in with Big Bruh. 100%. He stay dropping shit, man. We gonna it is highly
anticipated.
The conversation that we have on Slim's
high level combo for sure.
100%, man. Big Bruh does a hell of a job with the topics that we do talk about and gives us a damn good perspective, 100%, and allows us to get on there and just talk about shit and open up conversation to where sometimes you might not know where the conversation gonna go, but it resonates with the motherfucking topic 100%, man. And just gives us a from the fans' perspective 100%. So make sure you go slide over there and get locked in with Big Bro 100%, man. On my mama. And then
shout out to Slim, man. Brooklyn stand up.
100%. Shout out to the Chicago Clubhouse, to the whole motherfucking Jim Wealth, to the whole motherfucking Heart to Start, all my dogs at the Stay Tuned Live and the motherfucking Ignorant Thinkers podcast, man. 100%. We all are pushing this shit up the hill, man. On my mama, man.
Hey, we're a fucking mob, huh? That shit's a fucking mob ass conglomerate right there.
Them is facts, my nigga. Oh shit. Them is facts, dog. 100%. Strike that from the record.
Speaking from the record.
You know, I mean, you know, I don't be trying to do that on
objection.
On my mama. Facts. Everything. Let's get up in the comments before we run our commercial and let y'all know that the Playmakers is back tonight, and then we're gonna get into it. We got the big bro Ear to the streets in the building. What's going on, Ear?
Big Ear in the building.
He said, JD Bogey morning, fellas.
Oh yeah. Oh, and maybe at the end we'll pick one from the thread that he sent us.
I want to get his drop. So when we do the show tonight, I'm gonna see if I can switch to add the drop to the orange juice and the blunt for the media shit. That way, you know what I mean, we do it really right for him. Oh my god.
Because he sends us some wild shit too. Pause.
Oh, now he is a producer of the show, y'all. 100%, man. We lit tonight. Then I gotta get my own platter. Facts, man. Sharing that platter is not cool, bro. 100%.
Why do they call it poo-poo platter?
What
is that? What comes on the poo-poo platter? It's like a bunch of stuff, right?
I've never heard of that term before.
You never heard of a poo-poo platter? I mean, it's funny because I've heard of a poo-poo platter, but I was hoping you would know what it is.
Right.
Yeah, somebody drop it in the chat. What is a poo-poo platter?
If you are familiar with that saying, let us know, man. Oh, my mama. Brandon, we got Brandon in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Brandon?
He said, Jimmy Ward, no.
Hey, yeah, Jimmy. I mean, you know, for football, you know, Jimmy Ward, he has a special place in my heart where I loved and hated him all at the same time, you know? Because remember young Jimmy, too? He was just giving it up, bro. Pause.
Yeah, the first,
you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden he started to click.
His first game ever, bro, was against Brandon Marshall, and Brandon Marshall cooked him for 3 TDs.
Roasted him
for halftime.
I hated him.
100%.
Remember one of those touchdowns? He caught it like this, bro.
And he can't stay on the field for the Niners and the Texans.
I'm just saying, Brandon Marshall caught one of them behind his back in that game, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was at that game. I told that whole story when we got kicked out and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that game, I was so hot when he caught that one. That was like his second one. I was like, behind the back.
Cold world. Oh, my Baba. Top of the mountain.
Spun him around. He like tried to spin, like whoever was on him, like was like grabbing on him, spinning around. He just raised his arm back and he caught it like behind the back. That shit was crazy.
Nasty word. We got Peacock in the building. What's up, big bro?
He said on peacockmerch.com, everybody.
He said he working on the graphic for tonight.
Yeah, fill in the blank.
Man, screw Jimmy Ward. He was a liability on the field at this point of career. Terrible, 100%. He just know how to run D'Amico's system. You know, you need them players when you first take over a new team.
Telling some of the youngsters where to go. Like, hey, we'll listen that up. That's important. But like, yeah, but he's physically, maybe instinctively, he knows what to do. His body just can't catch up to it now. He get boinged.
Lee said a poo-poo platter is a tray of American, Chinese, or Hawaiian food consisting of assortment of small meats and seafood appetizers.
There you go.
I'm
not mad at the poo-poo platter.
And then Peacock said Kalen Bullock.
Right.
Eat the poo-poo.
Sandra Bullock's son.
2 girls, 1 cup. The Thrillers called the poo-poo platter a amalgam of American. Good looking, big bro. Oh, my mama. Show appreciate.
In Atlanta began. Back up. A lot of I can't. I'm a bad reader too, actually.
100%. Let's slide over.
Macaflamma Llama, even when I'm in the slammer.
Come on now. They don't know about that Macaframa Llama.
Come on, man. Hey, shout out to X-Ray. He came out and he said when he came out of the Pinta, he said, I had missed out on a couple decades. So he said every 5 years, he was going to try to maximize it, like make up for the 10 he lost. So for the first 10 years, how long he been out?
Shit, I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, because then he said after like the first 4 or 5 years, he was like, okay, I'm done partying. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He came out and he was a guy, man. He just boom, motherfucking partying. Just super gangster.
Peacock said never had one of those joints just because of the name. Facts.
Yeah, for real, me too. I was like,
and then Brandon broke it down and said amalgam. That's what amalgam.
An amalgam.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that I would need to get scanned. I'm like, oh, did you get your amalgam, bro?
Right, 100%. Sound like a hospital term. Oh, my mom.
And a poo-poo platter. The amalgam and the poo-poo platter. I don't think I'm ordering that.
For real. Leave that shit there.
I'll have what he's having.
Peacock said, no poo-poo for me, thank you. Niggas bags, bro. Oh, my mama.
Who came up with that name, bro? You know, it's like
right. Fuck
these
that.
little portions. It's like what? That's the little. It's like little pieces of poo. You get it? Poo-poo platter.
Poo-poo. That's what I call my little cousin. Her name is Pooh, for like Winnie the Pooh.
Like
so I
Winnie the
call her Poo-poo. Oh, everything. Love you,
And
cousin.
shout out
On
to
my
J
mouth.
Will from the other night because I did not know this was even a thing. And then, you know, if y'all want to go fully elaborate what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out the last Tuesday's episode of Stay Tuned Live. But he's a Winnie the Pooh. That's what he says. Which is just shirt, no bottoms when he sleeps. I was like, whoa. I mean, at that point, just go full birthday suit. Why just a shirt? I'm just cold from here to here, you know? It's kind of weird.
Let's get into a message from our sponsor, and then we finna let y'all know the Playmakers is back, and we gonna fire this motherfucker up, y'all. Let's get it.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, man. 100%. Fill in the blank tonight, 7 p.m. West Coast time. I think we might jump in earlier. I don't, you know what I mean? But we are back tonight with Fill in the Blank, 100%, man. Y'all make sure y'all get locked in for some fantasy football talk tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, like for example, blank really pisses me off. Yeah.
On my mama.
Yeah. I have a lot, or I am not fucking with blank at all this year.
100%.
You know what I mean? Those are most of mine. Most of mine are negative.
We finna get it cracking tonight, man. 100%. Make sure y'all
I got a lot of bones to pick. Pause.
If y'all got some time to pull up on us tonight, if you do pull up, man, make sure you drop some of the questions so we could try and answer y'all questions as well. 100%, bro.
You know
Fill
what
in
I
the
mean?
blank.
Like, we're gonna have a bunch of joints that pertain to fantasy. Obviously, like, you know, blank is my favorite. Blank is my favorite mid-round steal or mid, value or whatever. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun. Very interactive.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, better than AI. See that?
Come on now.
Yes.
We on our way, man. Let's get into we got some comments. My bad. Brandon said dudes at PFF and the 33rd team are still sticking to their position that Sauce is the best CB in the NFL. Lee said he laughing at Peacock for that. That's why I like ordering. I'm going to the toilet. Say some of our league mates blank piss you off. Oh my mama, man. Yeah, pull up tonight, man. Playmakers, man. 100%. I think this is our third episode of the Playmakers. Oh my mama. Let's get into the first topic. Here we go. We got commercials.
Oh, good.
Stop sharing the commercial. Here we go. Let's pull it up. Yeah, this little story caught my eye because I be seeing this shit all the time out here. It's a little old one. I should have been played this for us, but I like this right here. Let's get it.
May have seen these lines in the sky. Some believe these are concerning chemtrails, and others just called it conspiracy theory. Either way, Florida lawmakers took a big step toward what they call banning weather manipulation today. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders looks into the plan and also what's next.
It was last year between Hurricanes Helene and Milton, GOP firebrand and Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene had this viral post. She claimed the federal government was controlling the weather, stoking conspiracy theories that the White House was trying to influence the 2024 election. The idea was quickly denounced by politicians on the right and left, but about a month later, State Senator Ileana Garcia filed SB 56, banning weather modification in Florida.
28 yeas, 9 nays, Mr. President.
So the bill passes.
And Thursday, it passed the full Senate.
This is about protecting Florida's environment and public health. With no federal guidelines in place, Florida must take responsibility for its own airspace.
If signed into law, the bill bans the release of chemicals, substances, or use of a device to affect temperature, weather, climate, or intensity of sunlight. Anyone who does so faces a third-degree felony. The Department of Environmental Protection, tasked with enforcement, even getting a hotline where the public can report suspicions.
What I don't want is for a loophole to continue to grow, and that we have something as powerful as weather and weather modification to be weaponized.
Things like cloud seeding are real. In places where extra water is needed or helpful, scientists use silver iodide to push rain clouds into raining. CNN recently highlighted the benefits.
The hydroelectric power company says that last year's cloud seeding program has provided a 300% return.
How many homes can that power? Like, what are you getting out of that?
On average, that's in excess of 60,000 homes.
Supporters of the ban say there just isn't enough science out there yet and would rather wait before allowing this kind of stuff to continue.
And listen, whether you believe this is a big deal or not a big deal, the best thing about this bill is after it's implemented, you will know.
The governor is a fan too, but has an issue with a more moderate version over in the Florida House.
And they would actually codify the practice of geoengineering and weather modification. People got a lot of kooky ideas that they can get in and put things in the atmosphere to block the sun and save us from climate change. We're not playing that game in Florida.
Opponents, meanwhile,
I'm afraid that we're legislating on some of these tinfoil theories, as you described.
State Senator Tina Polsky said lawmakers are just moving too fast.
I'm not, denying that there might be something going on. It's just we have to have the right methodology to take care of it. And, that's what we do in state government. It's not right for us to just slap on fines or, penalties for folks if we don't really know what we're doing.
At the Capitol, Forrest Saunders, WPTV News.
I mean, are they crop dusting. Like they don't even know exactly what they're doing, but they're banding it. So I get that part, but like, and they don't even have proof that they're making it the weather. Plus, I've been to Florida. Florida's one of those. It's like it'll flash rain real quick. You know what I mean? Like it just be like that. So I don't know. But yeah, in places like Dubai, they definitely do that. They make it rain like every 2 weeks for real, or like twice a week or some shit like that. Because it's Dubai. They don't get rain like that. So then they're just balling out. They're like, give me rain.
Give me rain on my mama.
You know what I mean? They're just balling. They got fucking gold. They got planes plated with gold and shit flying in this motherfucker, dropping the silver nitrate or silver iodine, whatever they said.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. So like, the Mother Nature is Mother Nature. You feel me? If it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. You feel me? Don't be trying to release shit or manipulate shit in order to try and get what you want to get up out of, Mother Nature. You know what I mean? And here you see that what them planes that they just showed making them marks and shit like that. You damn near see that shit every fucking day out here, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, work. And every time a motherfucking like any type of aircraft fly by, bro, I'm looking at that motherfucker, where it be a bird, a helicopter, a plane, you know what I mean? Because you got several Air Force base out here, 100%. You got the Coast Guard that leaves some like from McClellan. McClellan ain't nothing but like 10 miles from where I'm from, you know what I mean? You got Matherfield in the east, you know what I mean? You got the shit in Stockton, 100%. So I motherfucker be nosy because you be seeing the motherfucking plane.
There's some agriculture shit over here too. So it's like it can just go over people's heads. It's like, oh, they're just dusting. Like, really? Yeah, what are they dusting though?
See, I think crop.
Why is it way up there?
Yeah,
like what the fuck? Like, them trails, them chemtrails or whatever the fuck, them cloud woo wops, whatever you want to call them, they be way up there too.
Right. Them is facts, bro. 100%. That shit is fucking ridiculous. And a motherfucker always wonder what the fuck they was doing. You know what I mean? What's going on with these clouds? 100%.
They're making us sick.
Right. 100%, bro. Oh,
they're like, boom.
They was saying when they was when COVID first came, them 5G cell towers was spraying that shit. Oh, my mama.
I mean, look at this. Like, and Mother Nature is wild. Mother Nature can actually make it rain frogs and fish and shit like that, because like a motherfucker will lay all the eggs in the water, and then what I'm saying, it's a phenomenon, but it's not uncommon. But then what I'm saying, the natural evaporation of that water will bring some of them eggs up into the clouds, and then the motherfuckers just and then fall out the sky for real.
It's a story that I say where somewhere in the Midwest, remember how in the Bible they said that the city got flooded with locusts or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a city in the Midwest where
that was one of the plagues.
Oh, everything. So one of these
floods, there was like however many plagues before
during the mating season in one of these Midwest cities,
or is it part of
these
famine,
bugs where it's like beyond millions of them, and they'll cover your porch, they'll cover all your windows, and it's just like thousands of dead bugs on your porch and shit through the whole fucking city, bro.
Whoa. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh my mama. That shit is crazy, huh?
There's another one too. Fucking it's like when it was like raining spiders, right? But it's because like there's this type of spider, they fucking, when the wind blows, they go and make a fucking wool wop of a spider web, and then it just like a parachute, and they just let the wind take them off. So there's like this one case of like this motherfucker, these kids was just outside. There's like a family on the block, and then all of a sudden just start raining spiders on these motherfuckers. It's terrifying, you know what I mean?
That's
that. It was just some natural shit. It just so happened to be they was deep that day, I guess. And the wind.
Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia? Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking if I was in that movie, I'm totally John. What's his name? John. What's brother's name? From Roseanne, the husband.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Goodman. There you go.
Yeah, oh, my mama.
I'm totally John Goodman. Maybe he comes in there. He's the exterminator guy. They get his ass though, so maybe I'm not him.
Didn't he put the nest on fire?
I mean, he was the one. Then they found him all fucked up, right? All covered in webs and
I
shit, and
ain't
all
seen that
sucked up.
movie in years. I ain't seen it in hella years, but
Yeah, me
that's
neither.
one of the reasons why I
'Cause
don't.
that's one of those ones I can't watch that shit. That
Oh,
shit.
my mama. Every
creeps the
spider
fuck
I
out of
see,
me.
that thing gotta die, bro. I gotta
Spiders
unalive.
with their 8 legs and their hella eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Right,
Then they got
bro.
these little micro hairs all over them that can feel vibrations in the air. So that's why it's like you can't even just like slap that motherfucker. He just that's that spidey sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
He already feels the reverberation of the fucking your hand coming at the motherfucker.
He feels the reverberation. Oh, everything.
Real talk. And they just jump. It's like, oh, you juked me.
Oh, my mama.
You know what I mean? I'll pull a switch out on the goddamn spider.
For real, bro. Oh, everything.
I'm scared of spiders, bro.
Hey, in Hawaii, when we went to Hawaii and stayed out there, right? So my mom, she owned her own motherfucking house cleaning service, right? And her one of her clients, they were husband and wife, and they fucking were Cal professors, right? So they had a fat ass house in Kona, right? But on the side, they had a guest house. So we got to stay there for 2 weeks, right? Long story short, this is the first time I ever seen the electrical tennis racket to swat the flies. You know what I mean? And the buzz it. And then they had
the electric ones
to suck the fucking bugs and shit off the wall. You know, the little geckos and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like the 90s.
Once you cut that light off, them motherfuckers come out real quick.
Oh, my mama. Oh, wow, that shit, bro.
Hey, listen, them geckos is creepy as fuck too, bro.
Oh, my mama. Oh,
you know, we was just like we went to a nice ass restaurant, bro. We're outside eating at this outside restaurant and shit, but everywhere you look on the walls, there's geckos everywhere, bro. I was uncomfortable. I was like, how we eat? This is a nice restaurant. Why is there animals everywhere?
And then them fucking ferrets or the mongooses, whatever they call them, like them is like our squirrels. Them motherfuckers just be moving through that motherfucker. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, everything. Real talk.
Hey, bro, it's a motherfucking jungle for real.
Yeah.
It's just an island. I mean, you know what I mean?
Facts. And they ain't letting that shit go on over there. They ain't flying no motherfucking planes to manipulate the weather in Hawaii.
No.
It's all Mother Nature. Like, man, what the fuck? Well, they is tearing down shit though. You know, them people over there is taking away from shit from the island people though. 100%.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's dope about the so like, you know what I'm saying, the Hawaiians and all the other islands and shit, you know what I'm saying, before we started like, you know, setting up military shop everywhere, right? So we pull up on them and then we coming out the sky, bruh, right? We're coming out the sky in these woo-wops, you know what I'm saying? And then fools land and they clear runways, and now hella planes come, and then all these motherfuckers, the villagers and shit, they start gathering, like, what the fuck's going on? Then they start giving them fucking cans of Spam and shit. You feel me? And they say, oh, word, you know what I mean? And they're eating the Spam and shit like that. And bro, and then check this out. Tell me Spam isn't like a staple over there in Hawaii.
Oh, my mama, facts.
You know what I mean? The Spam with Subies go crazy. Anyways, right? Then they land, and then when you know the war was over, whatnot, World War II or whatnot. Boom! Now we dip out. You know what I'm saying? And all that's left is these runways and shit. So the villagers, you know what they do? They'll fucking chop the trees down and carve them out to make them look like planes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so they had these big ass replicas of these planes made of fucking wood and shit. And they had them on the runways, and they're just hoping, come back with that Spam, God. You know what I mean? You feel me?
That's
like the most. That's like, imagine that now. That's why I fuck with that ancient alien theory. Because think about that, like thousands of years ago, a motherfucker just came out the sky, aliens,
bro.
You know and they just go, hey, look here, bro. Here's some, you know, knowledge instead of Spam in this case, right? Here's some knowledge, bro. This is what you do. Woo, woo. We watching, and then boom, they come back periodically, just lacing sprinkle a little bit of game. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and speed up this evolution. Remix them. You know what I mean?
Did you see that video? Well, I don't know if it's a video, but it's a story where it's this guy and it's a remote island where you can't go. No humans is allowed over there.
It's the Sentinel Island.
100%. And bro, go
and this motherfucker, he is a priest or something. He's like, I'm gonna bring them Jesus.
Yeah, and they told him
and
up.
they said, don't you do that. And then he paid whatever he had to pay them motherfuckers with the boats. And they came in and said, look, this is as far as we can take you right here. It was like some shallow waters. Like, you can go ahead and walk your way up if you want. But we're sitting there telling him, don't you do that.
Right.
And he goes up there with his Bible, and they already shooting at him. Hitting him with arrows. He's like, even one hit the Bible. So then he gets back on the boat. Okay, I don't think I can do this time. Right? But then he comes back, right? And that's when they get him.
Now see, I don't
he comes back a second time.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and this time he got his way onto the shore and they fucked him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that wasn't too long ago, I don't think either.
And you know what they do, I heard? Is they'll take you, because like, first of all, it's probably from like years ago, whenever fools found this island, you know what I mean? And they might have welcomed somebody in, like, okay, whoa, this and that. Then they leave and they might have gave him some weapons or taught him something, maybe gave him something of value, but they also left whoever those visitors were, left them with disease and shit that they have never encountered, and it probably spread and wiped out a bunch of their people. So now anytime motherfuckers come through, and this could be hundreds and hundreds of years later now, these motherfuckers know, listen, if them they come up on them boats, you know what I mean? And look, this is what I heard they do. They straight up celebrate the kill, and then they dice that motherfucker up and they cannibalize that motherfucker.
For real?
And it's like a fucking honor, because they're like they protected their people. So now they eat their enemy.
Man, rest in
victory.
Peace, bro, on everything. He was trying to go spread the word.
He was trying to spread the word. They don't know Jesus, bro.
That's crazy.
All they know is survival. Think about that too. How inbred they probably are, or unless they have a system where they know the separate bloodlines, so they don't continuously, kill their own kill generations by fucking inbreeding. You know what I mean?
100%. And ain't even no documentation of how long them people been around. They probably been around for a long motherfucking time.
Their pineal glands are probably the size of walnuts, and they can levitate things with their mind.
They the ones that built the pyramids.
Hey, that's how they did it for sure. If you ask me, we are disconnected from the spirit of Mother Earth as a human race. We're disconnected. You know what I mean? There's wavelengths for everything. Like we're all on wavelengths. Every species, you know what I'm saying? And every species is connected to Mother Earth in some form or fashion, but not us anymore, apparently, according to Thoth.
Yeah, I mean,
the 12 emerald tablets of Thoth.
I mean, like this, just some simple shit is just them people back then. They lived. That's how they ate. Was just off the earth. 100%. What no motherfucking
no one came through with spam
and no motherfucking Burger Kings and no motherfucking all that shit. Man, the motherfuckers slap that shit on the fire with no motherfucking seasoning. Just some
they gotta kill their food.
Right. And
imagine you take them to Burger King, and the first concept we're like, all right, look at this. We're gonna take you to Burger King. This is how we get food. Then that food goes up in Burger King, just starts hitting foods with arrows. Shot. Taking the food from them. Eat like a savage. Like, no. You don't have to kill these people. Okay. You order food with money. They just they don't know. They don't get it. I mean, that's how it was with the indigenous people initially that was here. Imagine them settlers came through. They're like, we got gold. They're like, fuck that gold. You know, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Then they find out, we can get things with gold. We have so much of that. And they're like, oh, really? And that's how it all started.
That was the key word right there.
Let's have a Thanksgiving,
You motherfuckers
Tell me more about this gold you have.
Right. Oh, my mama. We got Bakes in the building, top of the morning, Bakes.
What's up, Bakes?
We got Johnny in the building, top of the morning, Johnny. Peacock said they got Aurora Monroe working for the government. Aurora Monroe, you know who that is, big bro?
Sound like I know him.
And Brandon said John Goodman from Arachnophobia, and then he said Dragon's Breath shotgun versus the Spire.
Is that different strains?
Is that a strain versus a
It
strain?
sounds like two different strains of some fire ass wax.
Oh, okay. Peacock just put me up on some game for sure. He said Aurora Monroe is Storm from X-Men.
Oh, yeah, it does. See, oh man, I should have known that.
Come on now. Oh, everything.
Yeah, Storm's a bad bitch.
Come on now.
She's an alpha omega. Or she's an alpha. No, an omega level. There it is. That's the term. That means like she could literally destroy the world.
Oh shit.
She's that power. She has the power to control all weather.
Fucking hey.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, making it rain.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
make it
she's
rain.
from Africa or something like that. So like she would just like boom. But as a kid, she just boom, everything's plentiful. Oh, make it rain. Get our crops going. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh,
But then they wanted to kill her. They're like, she's a witch.
Shout out to Professor X, man, for homing the X-Men and making them good motherfuckers, man. 100%.
I wouldn't trust Professor X. Because he just knows what you're thinking. I'm like, this guy is just you know what I mean? I know you don't trust me, Bogard. Let's see, he's doing it right now. He's in my head. I'm like, can we just play poker, bro?
Right, just turn this shit off for a minute, man.
It's like, oh, who brought Charles here? I said poker night. He's like, how can we not tell him? He knew we was playing. I'm like, that is true.
Hey, remember
He
about
just knows everything we're doing and knows our thoughts.
remember on Tuesday night when they was talking about who was the most likely to say somebody else was the one that farted?
Yeah.
Professor X is gonna be able to tell you who the one that
Yeah,
did.
he's gonna be like,
You
Buggy
can't
knows you.
Oh my mama.
I'm like, why you gotta tell everyone out loud audibly? Just say that. Out of all the times you don't want to use your telekinetic power, just tell me in my mind.
Eric, I know that was you that farted.
It was Bogart that farted.
Oh my goodness. Damn it, man. 7 p.m. Tuesday nights, man. Stay tuned live, man. A hell of a motherfucking show, y'all. Make sure you go get locked in. Oh my mama. Give me what you got going out on the Florida airplanes releasing this shit, man.
It's Florida. They're always doing some shit over there. They're always doing some shit. There's always some shit crazy happening. But you know, we should just have like a Florida. We should just have a Florida section, a segment on this show. Because it's like,
well, they got to saying Florida man for a reason. Oh, everything. Real talk. Florida man. Oh my mama. But the governor was talking shit at the end of the video too. I forgot bruh name, the governor of Florida. He was supposed to be in the running for presidential shit before Trump just started getting higher and higher with the votes. But
yeah, he's a Republican.
But he talking shit. He like, man, them weirdos ain't gonna be able to do that shit in the state of Florida. We're not going for that. 100%. Like, you know, when they first started the shit off, they was referencing the hurricane. You know, and I ain't saying that the shit that they doing is creating hurricanes and shit, but yet, like,
I'll say it.
Mother Nature is Mother Nature, man. Let this shit just take place. But also, like,
Mother Nature's just Mother Naturing.
100%. You know what I mean? But here in the state of California, you know, we are our agriculture state. 100%. We supply a lot of shit to a lot of motherfuckers, right? But yeah,
we supply it. All this shit, a lot of shit.
And that needs water. You feel me? And that needs water. I understand that. So I be seeing this shit in the air like we just seen. But also, if you motherfuckers knew how to manage this motherfucking water right, we wouldn't have to try and manipulate shit like that. You feel me? And water out here in the state of California is like gold was back in the 1800s, man. It's mandatory. 100% is where it carries its own weight in the value, whatever it is, because you know you gotta grow what you gotta grow, especially here, part of our economy. You know what I mean? So man, stop doing that shit, bro. 100%.
The Anunnakis came here for gold.
100%. They need it.
Yeah.
Oh my mama. But that's what they say is floating out in the motherfucking atmosphere too. Though that's why they say they trying to mine in Mars to see if they got that shit. Why continuously mine here if other motherfucking planets got that shit? You know what I mean? That's one of the conspiracy theories, is that motherfuckers is going up there.
There's gonna be a lot of people that die trying to mine for gold on Mars. Oh, I guess we'll send like fucking robots.
Oh yeah, the robots on everything. 100%. Or you might even find metal.
Hey, I don't trust those robots, but they're gonna come up on the gold and be like, "This is our ticket out."
I got one for you.
AI bots. They're gonna be greedy like humans.
Hey, look, so you know they say they out there it might be it might be worth more than gold, right? And platinum,
there's gold and platinum and
right?
every element you can imagine is up there in that Kuiper Belt, I would imagine.
And some shit that you don't even know about, right? So look, I'm watching a clip of Rogan, right? And this motherfucker got this dude. Now I don't know what his background is in intelligence and working at Area 51 and shit like that, but this motherfucker has some type of clearance and shit,
Bob
right?
Lazard?
So it ain't Lazard. I've been seeing shit about him too, about talking about what he's seen and shit. But this dude says he had an encounter with a motherfucker that's not from here.
Yeah, okay, I seen, bro.
And the spaceship crashed, and in the spaceship he could see the spaceship, and they was talking through telepathy.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yep. And then he said, he said he had jumped out the car, and right before he jumped out, the buddy in the car with him was like, "Hey," because then he had already seen bro that was running up was a fucking one of them gray aliens or one of them white aliens where he's like hella white.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just started talking to him telepathically, like, I'm in trouble and whoop and this and that. And he was like, whoa. And then it's funny, I love Joe Rogan because he goes,
Right. He just let bro keep going and going, bro. So he said, how far was the other people in the other cars? He was like, maybe just a couple cars a week back. And then the bro that was telling the story, he's like, well, you know, I'm about 6'5" and I weigh about 250 at that time. So then people couldn't see what was going on. You feel me?
Yeah, when he jumped out the car, that's what you saying, that he was kind of blocking the angle.
Right.
But one of the dudes was like, he had noticed it. He's like, hey, get in the car, bro. Some real weird shit that's coming. And then he says that the big giant dark eyes, and then the super pale skin, and like he just ran up on him, and he was like, but yeah, I can't remember if they helped the alien or not.
Nah, because remember what he said was like, because they was right by the fucking the Area 51 or another base in Nevada, right? And so because this is why I said this shit, because we was talking about gold and shit. The fucking whatever bro was from not here, he told bro that he needs this element to fix his craft.
Oh, yeah, element 115
over here to Area 51 or whatever the fuck it was, and the alien or whatever it was told him, them motherfuckers is murderers, they're savages, you know, because they've been fucking with his people. And he like, I'm going over there 100%. And I forgot the name of the element. And then the homie
element 115, element 115.
I think it was called like tritanium or something. It was something not even.
Oh yeah, okay, he did say that. And then that was another one too.
Oh my mama.
You know, that's where Rogan don't gotta say that. Jamie's already looking it up.
Find it. Jamie couldn't find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my mama. Fact.
He was like,
My mama, fact.
Hey, but bro made his rounds. That dude that we're talking about, he started making his rounds not too long ago.
Is that so you seen him somewhere else, huh?
I think he might got a book or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you know,
now, do you know if that motherfucker had any clearance for government shit, or he was just because I wanted
mean that supposedly all that checks out. But see, and then even like when they asked like if he knew Bob Lazard, he said he only knew of him because of like after the fact. You know what I mean? Like because Bob Lazard, even in the late 80s, he was jumping on the TV talking about Area 51, woo woo. And that's probably what saved his life, because if all of a sudden that fool just got to start getting murked and he was already in circulation, you know what I mean? It's a lot of red flags. But a lot of things that Bob Lazard said checked out as well. But here's the thing with Brett that we're talking about right now. You know, he was like, when you're in those things, they compartmentalize everyone. So, for example, like me and you, we could be working at Area 51, but I'm working on, you know, trying to reverse engineer the propulsion or something, and you're over there trying to reverse engineer how they psychically tied into the crafts, right? And we'll never encounter each other, and you'll never know about my work, and I'll never know about your work. Right. And this is just in case if anything got out, they would know which department it came from and be able to narrow down who the fuck could have been. You know what I mean?
Did you see?
It's high level fucking security type of shit. So they compartmentalize everything.
Did you see the guy that said that he's seeing the dark side of the moon? They got images of the dark side, and they had
all
base
the towers and shit, and little. It looked like towers and four and 6-sided buildings and shit.
Symmetrical like type shapes.
Yeah, some geometrical type woo-wops, which is basically like when you talk about like anything ancient, they all built everything like according to like ancient fucking geometry or sacred geometry.
Rubik's and shit like that. I think that's what it's saying in the Bible.
Everything got the goddamn Fibonacci spiral or some bullshit, whatever. I'm slaughtering it all. Where's Johnny Mittens at? Johnny Mittens. Johnny Mittens will correct all the shit right now. But yeah, they fucking all the fucking built. They basically from the building blocks of life, they would replicate their structures. You know what I mean? And that's how all the fucking megaglyphs are and all them sites be. This shit crazy.
Brother said he's seen that because like how you said, a motherfucker be working on something and then another motherfucker work on something. So he encountered bruh that was working on whatever scene, took the pictures and shit, and he could tell that bruh needed to get this shit off his chest. So while he's telling the story, he said he's thinking that they're going to release it to the public, and he's anticipating this shit, and it never gets released, right? So the shit that I was watching said, bruh, why? Because when he's telling whoever's recording him and shit like that, a couple of days later, maybe a week or so later, bruh ends up passing away on a motorcycle accident.
How convenient.
Oh my mama. Cold world.
Yeah, he saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
100%.
And then they already knew that he wasn't the guy because he was already like telling motherfuckers about it. Like, listen, shut him up now.
Oh, bro, this shit is ridiculous, dog. Oh,
hey, you can't even discover something that's revolutionary. They go like that can change the world and fuck up big businesses and larger agendas. Like if you discovered anti-gravity, bro, you're dead. They'll be like, we already know that shit. How'd you figure it out? Oh, really? Come over here.
Come over here.
The last woman to do that was she was like a Chinese woman from she was like an Ivy League scholar. She built some anti-gravity type of woo-wop, bro, that worked. And now they made her out to be crazy first, and then she disappeared. Then she comes back, and then now she's like gone. Like no one knows where she's at.
This was recently?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck
in the
out.
last like 20 years. Yep. She was in America too, an Ivy League motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of here. Man, see, that's that thing. Like you said, anything that's disrupting big business, whether it be a cure to cancer, a cure to motherfucking COVID, you know what I mean? Don't take the COVID shot. They go, you know what I mean? They not playing fucking a hydro-powered fucking car engine, you know what I mean? No, we're not having that, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? If a nickel bag is sold on the Ave, we won't in. And that's
in on it.
100%. That's basically what the Bilderberg group.
Yeah, I think she was a Chinese lady.
All them
now that I remember, she was a Chinese lady that and she was a crazy ass genius.
Mm-hmm.
Figured it out. They because once people figure things out, the first thing they're trying to do is get a patent for it, and then that's when
there's a wrap.
Nope.
Oh my mama.
Can't do that.
Oh my mama.
I think in the last 60 years, there's been 3 individuals that have cracked the fucking anti-gravity shit. Because that's one thing too. Is like
what?
That's technology they definitely have. I mean, that's what I think them Tic Tacs are. That's just us finally reverse engineering it, and we made our own shit. You know what I'm talking about? The white Tic Tac things.
Oh yeah.
Be sticking around everywhere.
That's what the dude that the Lazar and them say that they be seeing up there. Like you got regular commercial pilots that seen this shit, bro.
Yeah,
100%, bro. You know what I mean? You probably got motherfuckers that just like to fly for a hobby. And well, see, they can't get that high in the sky with them propeller planes. You know, you got to have the engine. Jet.
Joe Rogan, he asked the motherfucker, right? He said, "How do you think it works?" Like what from your because his whole thing was trying to figure out how it flew and shit. You know what I mean? So he said that there's an element 115 that like in the 80s wasn't even part of the table of content, the table of elements.
The periodic table.
Yeah, periodic table. There you go. Thank you. Fucking, it wasn't even on this motherfucker yet. You know what I mean? But they had called it element 115, and it came from whatever some stars. They said that it detected in some whatever star system. So it's like this shit is like whoa, like, right? And then he said the whatever reactor would obviously like spin this shit somehow. It's kind of like you ever seen those photon woo wops? Like they got one in Switzerland where they shoot the photons around the tubes and they crash into them to kind of make little react. It's like
how to make atoms, how to split atoms,
and they make little black holes, and they do all this shit with this type of shit, right? So imagine that, but it's a small version. Right, so that boom, and it has the element 115. They hit that bitch on, and they said this is what I keep calling him Alan Lazard. This is what Bob Lazard said.
Lazard.
Fucking, it creates like some fucking field, like some kind of energy field or magnetic field around the craft. So now it is removed from literal reality of our reality, essentially. Like, so now gravity doesn't have to abide by our laws of physics.
So,
you know what I mean?
with
So it
all
can go
that
through the
said,
air and the sky and all that shit. You know
with
what I mean?
all that said, if Bruh's story was true, that we just talked about talking to one and seeing the craft crash, what you think that made the craft crash then? Because like you said, the way that bitch moved,
drugs.
Oh my god, he was driving drunk. He was
flying. The aliens came through. They're like, "Hey, bro, this good baby. You know what they be doing over there? They be getting high, bro."
Hey, was it the TT? Was he skiing? Was he just off the tree? What was his form of medication out here on Earth that he was looking for?
Alcohol.
Some alcohol.
He might have nailed it. They might have just been flying drunk. You know what I mean? He's like, "Hey man, take that thing off auto, bro. This thing really goes, bro." And imagine this. They say that they control these things telepathically. So like there's a chair inside those crafts, the motherfucker sits in there and he just you just control it with your mind type of shit.
That's crazy.
So like imagine that, right? Like if you was faded, you're sitting there, oh shit, man. You know what I mean?
That's the real virtual, the version of the Oculus, bro. Oh my mama, that's
I got this space coke, man.
Oh my mama. 100%. Lee said JJ McCarthy has struggled in camp thus far. Big Bro Peacock said,
he's essentially a rookie.
Yeah, facts. 100%. Run the ball, man. Hey, make sure y'all go draft Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason this year. 100%. And they're gonna be highly valuable in the first 8 weeks. 100%. Well, Bubba Peacock said, the stream is set up for tonight under the Wagyu Studio link. Let's get it, big bro.
Appreciate you, Peacock. Thank you.
Facts.
Peacock's the man.
Good looking, big bro. He said, fill in the blank episode tonight. Playmakers, I think this is episode 3. Come pull up with us, man. Y'all know what it is. You know, we are known for fantasy football. We are taking the YouTube streets in this fantasy football niche 100%, and we can't do it without y'all 100%. So come slide over there, man. Throw some questions at us. You know what I mean? We're going to try and fill in the blank. Like Peacock said, fill in the blank, pause. Oh, my mama.
Let's go.
That's what that show Common Side Effect is about. He discovers the mushroom that cures almost makes you immortal, make Judge animates it. I done fucked that up. My bad, Peacock. Bake said, I invented electricity. Ben Franklin is the devil.
Water boy.
Oh, my mama. The
Ben Franklin is the devil.
Come on, now.
Everything's the devil, mama.
The DEA and FBI everyone are after the dude trying to kill him. Then his girl sells him out to a pharmaceutical company. Oh my mama. He dies at least twice and the mushroom saves his life. Great animated series. Let's get it.
Tight.
What is that? That's
like based on my life right there.
That's Common Side Effects.
The mushroom definitely saved my life.
Show Common Side Effects is about. That's the name of the show, Common Side Effects.
Common Side Effects. Cool. Okay.
Animated series.
Peacock, actually everyone that I'm surrounded with, I always take their suggestions and things to watch because I've just been engulfed in football and football everything all the time. So I go, oh, that's tight. Okay, I'll check it out. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
You guys are my source for outsourcing entertainment.
Let's get into this next topic, bro. There's some shit. I don't know if we done this story, Bo, but I was talking about it when we was talking about the New England shit yesterday, and I found it. So I hope this ain't
with the 30 bodies or whatever.
Yeah, I hope this ain't our second time doing this. If it is, let me know.
I don't remember it.
All right, then we good.
Like that have caught people's attention with speculation surrounding the possibility of a serial killer, but investigators have found no reason to believe that. There have been at least 38 bodies found in or around Lady Bird Lake since 2022, according to data obtained by Fox 7. Of those, 30 were male. About 60% were between the ages of 30 and 49. Only 2 of them were teenagers, including the body found on Tuesday.
Another paddleboarder was here out on Lady Bird Lake and notified us that it appeared that an individual was deceased and floating on Lady Bird Lake.
While the latest body to surface in the lake has not been identified yet, Austin police believe it's likely the teenager who went missing on Sunday. He was paddleboarding and kayaking with his family. He got off to stand in shallow waters, but unknowingly was near an underwater shelf, which is a sudden drop-off in the lake.
At some point during their paddleboarding session, one of the individuals went missing from their family.
He stepped or slipped off and never resurfaced. His backpack and life jacket were still on the board.
The individual that we have today is wearing the same clothes as the person that was reported missing Sunday evening,
making him at least the 7th body of 2025 in Lady Bird Lake. In the past 3 years, the causes of death have mainly been attributed to accidental drownings. Second is suicide, as well as drug overdoses and natural causes. Only 1 case has been ruled a murder. About half a dozen of these cases remain unknown. The Austin Police Department continues to reiterate that there's no reason for them to believe these deaths are connected.
I always think they're all connected. I've seen too many movies. But it's kind of crazy how they're like, okay, we're as a family, and then they're like, oh, one of us is missing. Like, did they report it immediately? Or like, did they think he was just gone and then they found him there? Like, that's crazy.
And what, just like what you were saying, Peacock said underwater shelf on that lake, very dangerous to get off and stand in. 100%. Brett thought he was on a shallower part to where he can get off and thought he was comfortable and fucked around and got, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to everybody that they talking about in this story. They said over 30 bodies, you know what I mean? But 6 of them unknown and 1 of them confirmed.
Yeah. One of them that they think is foul play. That's what they said.
Okay, and then half a dozen unknown.
Yeah, that they. But
and then, what we seen yesterday, you know, the lady that was a former forensic, or you know, the lady that do the autopsies, and she's been in the field before. You know what I mean? All types of stuff. You know what I mean? That shit that's unconfirmed. You know what I mean? It's a reason why they ain't telling people that bullshit.
Yeah,
that's basically what she said.
I mean, it's all in the same lake. That's crazy. That's enough to where the kids are gonna nickname that lake something like scary, and then it just be the thing. You know, it'll be the thing of legend.
Well,
there's one down there in,
that. Like here in Sacramento, right? So when the weather get here good in May, right? 100%. So motherfuckers want to go get on them motherfucking river. See, so you got all the water that's melting in the Sierras that's coming to these motherfucking lakes, feeding these lakes, right? That should be higher than a motherfucker. It still be cold water, and it be moving faster than a motherfucker. So these motherfuckers that get out there on that river, they tell them you can't get out there right now. 100%. You got to be life vest up. They be out there drinking and shit like that, and that shit has sucked their ass up under the water. Pause. 100%. You know what I mean?
Oh, them rivers go crazy, bro.
Oh no, 100%.
What was it, man? It was blistering hot. We was in American River, and
that's up 50. The east going up the
it's
east.
blistering hot, and we're in the novice river. You know what I mean? Where everyone could just chill and drink. But it does got some giddy up in certain areas. But that current is still super strong, and that water icy cold. It's so awesome. But there's one raft over here, and we're way back here. So I figure I'm gonna jump in the water and swim with the current. And I'm gonna catch up to this boat hella quick. And I do that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a little my angle's off. So when I'm swimming, and it's just even when I'm trying to slow down, I'm still moving. So now I got passing them. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And they're laughing at me. And I'm cramping up because it's cold as a motherfucker. The moment I tried to fight the current to see if I'll fight it until they come up to me. And I said, oh, I can't do it. So I'm cramping up. And I'm trying to bounce off the bottom that I can kind of reach. You know what I mean? I'm kind of the water's here, and I'm just kind of bouncing up every time. And I'm oh shit, I could drink. This is how people drown.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But I got to the side. Boom. Got onto the shore. Just catching my breath, warming up. You know, it's blistering hot, so I warmed up real quick. I'm then here they come. I let them pass me. Then I jumped in the water again. Right. Start swimming with the current. Boom. This time I hit him direct. You feel me? But I was like, wow, yeah, people can die like that.
100%, bro.
And people doing dumb shit like that. I was drunk. Watch this. I'm gonna catch up to them. Jump in the water. You feel me?
Oh my
Some
mind.
drunk ass shit, and you know what I mean? I blew the gas tank real quick. Started to cramp up, and it's fucking cold as shit in the water. Yeah.
Them is facts, bro. You hear about it damn near every year out here, bro. So I could just imagine, you know what I mean, where it's a big ass lake and you just out there, and like bruh said, the news story said he thought he was comfortable just to get off his shit. You know what I mean? He's probably been out there plenty of times and know the water. You feel me? Know the lake. You know what I mean?
What's that? Is it the Riviera? No, not the Riviera. There's the Grand River, something. It's a river that goes through Texas, but it's I think it's in San Antonio.
Oh, that's the fucking you got Colorado River that goes and then they got the Rio Grande that borders
the Rio Grande. There it is.
So I think the Colorado River feeds into the Rio Grande.
Yeah. So this motherfucker, right? There's a horror story over there. It's a lady. She's always crying and shit. She's crying by the river and at night. And then when you go up to her, she freaking, she looks all like she's been sucked up in, when you drown and you get all, because there's a lady, she drowned trying to save her child in the river. So her and her child died. So she's always by this river. You know what I mean? But that shit, I went down the rabbit hole. I forget how I found this out, but then I started going on YouTube and people's stories about the lady of fucking the Rio Grande or something like that. Ugh, creepy.
Come on now.
But
Peacock said,
and she's soaking wet.
Underwater
you just hear it fucking chasing you.
Right.
These little sloshes.
Peacock said underwater shelf on that lake, very dangerous to get off and stand in it. Unless you know the depth points. Oh my mama, that's some scary.
Man, in the Delta over here, bro. Man, rest in peace to my partner, man.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. He drowned trying to save his child, and he did save his child too, but it's in the Delta. Because you know how the Delta is, right?
Yeah, the river, the Sac River feeds into the ocean. That's where Pittsburgh and all that shit is. The fucking what is that? The fucking highway, because it's right here. It start right here in Freeport, and you can ride that bitch to Rio Vista and all that. That feed out into the Pacific Ocean.
Facts.
Oh my mama. Have you ever been to the Crawdad? I mean the Crawdad Festival?
No. I'm not the biggest fan of crawdads, but I'm not mad at it either. It's just a lot of work. I'm you know what I mean? I like going to shrimp bowls, but I fuck with shrimp. If I gotta do it, I gotta peel the shrimp word.
Oh my mama. So
crawdads but it is it's not the biggest payoff, but it's fire though.
The motherfucking Crawdad Festival, they still got that bitch. It's still around. It's in Ileton, right? So the Sacramento River, like how we talking about the Delta, it's like 45 minutes away from here. And you just ride down, like I want to say it's Highway 65. I don't know why I can't think of it. But back in the 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, it was an event that, you know, the whole Northern California used to be at. So, you know, the rallies from the Bay, they'll come through Pittsburgh and all that and take that Highway 65 to come through Pittsburgh, Ileton. I mean, the city of
shout out to the P World.
They way to come to Ileton, and then we'll come our way. But that motherfucker used to crack though, bro. And so, just speaking of the Delta, that's how they used to come in, you know, that way on my mama.
Oh yeah, through the Delta.
Crawdad Festival. That bitch used to juke, bro, on my mama.
And the Delta is trippy though, because like it's like it'll be deep. And then there's certain areas where it's super shallow. So you could just be straight up standing in the middle of this fucking lake for real. And they have little buoys that like let you know. So like food, you know, and there's little mini islands that are so much so when the water was down a little bit, you see these little things just popping up. You know what I mean?
Hey, have you ever been to that state park right there on the Delta?
Where the state park what?
Whatever state park that is, that's right there by Pittsburgh. It's right there on the water.
It's not down Pedro. It's not too.
I don't know because me and my daughter we did a road trip from Sacramento when we went to motherfucking Santa Cruz, right? And for a long time I had always promised her we was gonna ride that highway that goes down the Sacramento River and takes us into the Bay, and then we just made it a couple of extra hours longer.
Yeah, the
Santa Cruz, 100%, and we had rolled by a state park.
That's cool. Yeah, in Santa Cruz, that's crazy because I'm just thinking about you're going all the way around, then gets to the 17. That's crazy.
Because you got to go down that long ass hill.
That's a crazy little road too. It's a wide bitch. You know what I mean?
Yep. Like them fucking hills.
Yep. And you get up in that. And Santa Cruz. There's shitty beaches. Actually, there's some nice beaches over there, but the water's shitty, I should say.
Yeah, the water for sure. 100%. One more thing about the fucking Delta. So when I used to work in Old Sac, in certain parts of the year, we would get the sea lions on our fucking docks out there.
Right.
You know, they'll come in.
Just be out there laughing up.
Oh man. Hey, they ain't laughing at you. They telling you, don't be coming by me, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey, they are hella aggressive though.
Hey, they be talking shit, bro. Oh my mama. So everything. They be telling the humans back the fuck up, bro. It was a motherfucker out here, right? Because like I said, they'll come out here chasing them fish. So it was a motherfucking fisherman on the bank, and that motherfucker was popping them motherfuckers because he was mad they was getting the fishes.
Word.
Facts. He made the news, stupid motherfucker.
Catching them out the air.
Punk motherfucker, man. Oh my mama.
Mammals of the sea.
Right, 100%. Oh my mama. Peacock said, I almost got sucked into an underwater shelf on La Salle de Rey, local prehistoric salt lake around here. I saved two of my friends and pulled them out. Oh shit, big bro. See, that's some crazy shit right there, bro. Oh my mama. Just going out there to go have some fun.
Yeah, we had, there was this joint, I think it was down Pedro or Lake Tulock. It was one or the other, but they had the big ass real lake. Then they had this lagoon that was man-made, and they had like a burger joint right next to it. And it was cracking, had nice grass around the lagoon. And then like you walk the lagoon, it was like, you walk into it, it's 3 feet all the way, and then it gets to like 6 feet in the middle, but it's hella big. And in the middle, there's a big ass fountain. Right, and it's just spurting out water. So all the kids would go climb on the fucking fountain and jump off of it into the water. You know what I mean? And but one of those weekends we was there, you know what I'm saying? We get out to go fuck with that burger joint. It's like one of those outside where it's just the window. You know what I mean? So boom, we're sitting there grubbing, and all of a sudden there's hella people screaming, ah! And then there was a little girl, bro. She drowned and shit. And then they're over there doing the CPR, and it was real. Like, whoa, shit.
They got her back.
I didn't get back in that lake. I was like, fuck that shit.
Oh, wow.
Or the lagoon thing. It was just a little lagoon thing for like kids, you know what I mean?
Facts.
It was fat shit though. You know what I mean? It was like big. You know what I mean? It's probably like a
and it's at one of our lakes here in California?
Yeah, it's either Tulak or Down Pedro. I forget which one it is, but yeah, and then like it was just sad, dude. Like, cause you have to just I'll never forget it. The people just screaming because that's obviously like the family or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was yelling at the other kid. You know what I mean? What probably like could have been, the one who's supposed to watch the sibling or something. You know what I mean?
Right. That's some
Yeah,
scary
that shit was deep,
bro.
Oh shit.
You ever been to Rancho Seco?
I can't recall. We've been
So
all
Rancho
over
Seco. Rancho Seco.
We went everywhere camping.
It ain't too far from here,
Anywhere
but
there was a lake.
it's where the nuclear power plant is.
Tell me about this shit.
Oh my mama! So yesterday, remember how I told you the auto mechanic?
Is that nuclear plant still active?
Nah, hell no.
Oh,
that
okay.
bitch been inactive ever since I was a
I don't
kid.
want to swim in that water.
Something
maybe
happened
I
at
do.
it.
That'd be
Yeah,
my
they-
origin story.
But it's a lake out there, and so you can go swimming at that bitch. So remember how I told you that the auto shop is out there by
Is
kind
that
of
why
like
there's so many dope athletes that come out of Sacramento? They're swimming in that water, juiced with the nuclear power.
What's in the? Hey, that's the definition of what's in the water. Oh, my
Yeah,
mama.
for real. There's something in the water.
Oh, girl. Oh, my mama. But as we was going to go pick the car up, one of the little back cuts that I took, you can see the nuclear towers. And I ain't seen the nuclear towers in hella years. So I just happened to take this back street, but it was still hella miles away. But the towers are so big. I seen the nuclear towers yesterday, bro. Oh, my mama.
Is it like lit up?
Nah, it's cement shit. Them motherfuckers got the cement outer. It's a cement outer thing.
Wow.
Oh, my mama.
Facts. Oh, yeah. The last scene in Wolverine origin movies, there's fighting on top of one of those.
I got the dog under the desk right here. She's on one right now. She thinks she could just take over stuff. Oh, my mama. Peacock said that's the story. The story that you was talking about with the lady and the daughter.
Yeah.
He said that's the story of La Lenora, which roughly means which roughly translates to the crying, wailing woman. Legend is she was forced to drown her own child to save them all from eventually starvation. Oh shit!
What? Oh, that's super dark. Whoa,
that's crazy, bro.
Scary.
Oh my mom. Bake said, "Have you seen that miniseries called The Mortician? Dude just got out on parole last year after doing 10 of his 25-year sentence. This guy was cremating people by the hundreds. Shit is crazy. We did a story on a weird ass cremation or whatever you call them dudes, where he had bodies in the motherfucking your local storage unit. Remember we did that shit, Bogey?
Yep. He just had them stacked. Instead of burning them up, he was keeping them
in the fucking storage, dog.
It's a real weirdo.
100% straight weirdo. You got anything going out on that last joint we just talked about at the lake with all the bodies and you know what I mean?
They have like signs and shit that'll tell you what to not do, and definitely listen to the signs.
Facts.
Yeah. Because then part of going, like we had one that's called Lake Cunningham. It was a park, and it had a man-made lake, and people could get paddle boats and shit. And then like you had all the ducks and stuff. You could feed the ducks and the birds or whatever the fuck you wanted to do. But they had all these little workout things set up everywhere. There was a little mini mountain in the middle of it all, so you could like hike up this little mini mountain. And like as kids, we would go there and just smoke. And they had little rangers in that thing, but we just see them from afar. Hey, put it out. Then we'll light a cigarette or something, and they'll just tell us don't put no cigarette butts anywhere and blah blah blah.
Right.
Like, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Then they dip off and light up again. And like this shit was connected on the other side to Raging Waters.
Oh wow.
The water park.
Oh my mama.
I've been right off the street.
Going to kick it with my brother as a kid. He took me to that Raging Waters.
Exactly, because your brother's from right up the street from there. I'm from right up the street from there too. So, anyways, but this was the spot, like Cunningham Park. Like I fucking even currently, probably like 2009-ish era, 2007. I remember because my daughter was born. What is it called? They put a skate park in there too now, so it was badass. So I was like, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, if they had that when we were kids, we would have been in this motherfucker, probably not running around the streets stealing cars and shit.
I got a question for you. Hey, I got a question for you. So at the time when the forest ranger was coming up and telling y'all don't be throwing no cigarette butts around, did you know a couple of years later you'll be wearing this? You can only keep it lit.
Oh yeah, see, I always knew.
My nigga got the Smokey the Bear. You can only keep it lit, but the forest ranger came up to him and said, "Bro, don't be throwing the cigarette butts out."
We have to.
And
we lighting trees up, bro.
Come on now, oh my mama.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. It wasn't even so. Like I said, this little area was like it was man-made, but it was there for like when I was in the 90s. It was there for like 30, 40 years already. You know what I mean? So this motherfucker had been there. You know what I mean? But so they got trees all over this, and it's like a little tree barrier. Then they have like a chain link fence that is just the streets. You know what I mean? So in this little like quarter mile. It's like a quarter-mile radius, like square, and then inside it is this water park and this little Cunningham Park where you can go ride your bikes and whatever.
Hey, so the terrain was rough to where y'all was. Hey, the terrain was rough where y'all was riding y'all bikes through little jumps and shit that.
So that shit that was in the creeks, right? So like, and your brother will tell you. So there's like creeks that run through the whole fucking east side. But there's streets that go over these creeks, and then on the sides of the streets, and in some areas, it's where like it's fat creeks. You know what I mean? So on the sides, there's little dirt paths, and there's trees everywhere, and in the middle is fucking where all the water runs through. But people made dirt ramps over there, like so in the 80s. In the 90s, when we were running around, those things already existed, and everyone went paintball in there, or you rode the fucking. You hit the dirt ramps, and then by the time we was in high school and all that shit, that's when all the little bum villages started popping up. The recession hit like 2006, so I'm out of high school for like 3 years at that point, or no, 5 years. Yeah, 2003. I'm out of school for 3 years at that point, and then so that by then it was already like a crazy bum village. You know what I mean?
Oh like, my mama, the Mad Max and the Terror Dome.
Yeah, where it's like
the Thunderdome
structures and shit. Motherfuckers had a 2-story tent in that motherfucker. Oh shit, word,
bro. I've seen at my job, I've worked on the motherfuckers where they had to break down the homeless camps. But I'm pulling up with the garbage truck, just kicking back and letting the work project people just throw this shit in there, right? Yep. So one time, come on now, hey, and we on the river, right? And it's a fat ass homeless camp, but these motherfuckers is so smart. They got this shit to where it's a tree house. So they found it to where all the trees is like growing a motherfucking like a roof kind of like type shit. And they engineered that bitch like it was a real motherfucking house. That shit was crazier than I've seen these motherfuckers engineer steps into the hill so they don't got to slide up the hill or they don't got to go walk up the incline. 100%, bro.
See, I've seen them motherfuckers make I call that tweaker ingenuity.
Yeah, them motherfuckers. Hey, them motherfuckers was something before they got homeless. 100%.
Yeah, they talking about too when they get load, a lot of especially when
they get loaded, they think
they's on that titi and things of that nature. So like they're carving out the fucking steps out the side of the goddamn wall, the dirt wall.
Them is
facts. Motherfuckers will figure it out.
At one of my homeless camps that we was breaking down, right, and we had this motherfucker for 2 weeks, right? It's right off the motherfucking Highway 80 at a golf course, but on the back of the golf course, right? Anybody in Sacramento know what I'm talking about, right? So, right, and I'm getting like maybe 2 weeks every day straight of overtime. So I'll do my 8 hours. I'll do 4 hours after work. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, we doing like 12-hour shifts for this shit specifically. And like I said, all I got is the motherfucking garbage truck. So when we go out there to go scout this shit, right? Some of the homeless people like, bruh, don't go so many yards down. It's an 80-year-old woman that's homeless, right? But she got a one-shot Dillinger. And if she hear anything coming her way, she letting that motherfucker blow. Man, she letting it blow, right? So my coworker, he tried to play the tough role and whatnot, like he ain't scared. Long story short, old woman, 100%. Long story short, so we got the park rangers with us that, because they got a little lightweight authority when it comes to certain shit out here, but they don't do shit, 100%. So he let them know, like, woo, 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 we can't go that way. You know what I mean? They call the police, bro. We out there an extra 4 hours because the ghetto bird come and hella police come to surround this lady. Long story short, OG ain't even in the motherfucking tent. After for about an hour or two, they get to surrounding it. She pulls up because you got motherfuckers that like to help the homeless, take them to where they gotta go and do certain type of shit. Man, she pulls up in the van, gets out the car, man, they surround her. Where the gun at? They get the gun, they let the lady go, bro. And we there for an extra 4 hours. No lie, dog. Shit was crazy.
They say, give me the gun.
Oh, my mom. No lie,
She
bro.
had it on her.
Oh, my mom.
Hey, she right. Hey, keep it on me. I ride with it.
Bro, a one-shot Dillinger, bro. Oh, my mama. My boy was spooked, though. I got this shit all on my motherfucking Instagram and all that. Oh, my mama. Facts. Oh,
Hey, look,
everything.
it's hella funny, though, because think about it. Bro was like not tripping until he saw that game. Oh, shit. I was tripping.
Nah, once we had to start getting closer, start making the work project people get closer to start cleaning this shit up. So as we started getting closer, bruh started getting scared.
Oh, he was like,
That's what it was. So he let the motherfucking park rangers know, like, bro, we can't go this way because of woo woo woo. Because you know the homeless people telling us about the lady that got the Dillinger. So he tell the park police call the real police. They come with the ghetto bird and hella police to come surround the tent. Lil Mama's not there. 100%. So all this shit is for nothing.
okay, and then she jumped out one of them little outreach vans or something.
Yeah, out the outreach van, bro. 100%. They come and push up on her. Where the gun at? They get the gun, they let her go. But you know what I mean? Long story short, this overtime for me, so I ain't tripping. 100%. Oh, my mama, I'm just sitting
I
back.
got some good content too.
Man, I got all this shit on my phone, bro. No lie. Oh, my mama, this shit was a crazy day. Oh,
That
everything.
is wild. We
Cold world.
gotta make that into a short. Some of those clips
Oh,
that you got.
everything. Nice little event. Oh, hey, matter of fact, like how I said, it was a behind the golf course, right? One day we out there cleaning that shit up, and I'm back there. It's a golf course, so we find some motherfucking clubs, and you know how the golf balls be flying certain ways and shit. Pause. I'm out there in the cleanup area, and I'm doing Tiger Woods shit. Boom, trying to slap that motherfucker. Boom, trying to hit it back over the fence. I got that shit on my Instagram on my mama.
He's like, listen, good thing I brought a golf club today.
Come on now, oh my mama, they had that golf club to knock somebody smooth the fuck out. Hey, it was like the Thunderdome back there, though, bro. Like how you said it in the San Ho,
The Thunderdome.
where they was building them
Yeah, them
motherfucking.
motherfuckers, they got syringes and all kind of pipes and shit. And
Oh,
just
man.
like it's just
100%.
dirty and hella people.
That's what we had to tell the motherfucking work project people. Please do not lift up anything up under it because you're gonna get poked. You feel me?
Poked. Yep.
Oh, everything.
Imagine that dog crying. Get poked by some shit. My OCD. See, my OCD wouldn't allow me to be in those areas.
Yeah, we had I don't know if it was the mayor. It was either the mayor or one of our council members. They was out there on a cleanup and they poked theyself 100% with one of them motherfucking needles. But see, them motherfuckers, they not used to coming out
as
that
fuck
office
at their campaign manager.
down with us.
I told you I don't want to be out there doing that shit.
Oh, my mama, them is facts. Bake said Lenorna is pronounced Yorona. Good looking, big bro. That's the story.
Yeah. I don't want to
Peacock
say her
said,
name now correctly because she might pop out.
Bake said every Mexican child has heard the ghost story of that woman.
Oh, word.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double L makes a Y sound in Spanish. That shirt is funny as fuck on my mama. That's crazy. 20 years later, he'll be wearing the only you can keep it lit.
You feel me?
Oh, everything. Stories that must not die.
Yeah. Oh, yo, I'm gonna bust that shirt out tonight on Playmakers.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And then Peacock says stories must not die as the scary Mexican legends in anthology form. Hispanic urban legends and myths. And fuck yeah, paintballing in Poso Creek back in Wasco was my childhood. I would go there, go in 3 sweaters and a beanie with paintball mask and make it rain fury. Had a spider that I would run at 300.
Hey, we used to get there like early in the morning, like 8, 9 o'clock type of shit. And it's already motherfuckers out there gearing up, you know what I mean? And like I remember I learned quickly, like in the morning, them dickheads, they have a fucking frozen ass fucking, they would freeze their paintballs. So they hit in the morning, you getting got. They don't even break, you just get hit. That's why he said he got the 3 sweaters on. Smart. In the summertime, I never thought of that. Because we were just out there like savages, bro. I wear a long sleeve at minimum. You know what I mean? But yeah, getting got in the neck, ooh, never again. So it's like, yeah, definitely.
I've never been I've never been paintballing in my life.
You feel me? But the morning time, when the summertime, I mean, when it was like later on in the day, it was all good. Motherfuckers was getting tagged up.
Oh my God.
You hot. Fuck.
Yeah, I got PTSD when shit start flying my way. Oh my mama. Fuck that. Oh, everything. You got anything going out on this shit, bro?
I'm laughing with you.
No, for sure. Oh, my
I can't do nothing with no guns, that type of shit, bro. For real though.
For real. Oh my mama. And if Bake said frozen paintballs can kill you if they are shooting at over 300. What is that? 300 PSI, big bro?
The fucking that's what I would imagine. What you said? PSI? PSI?
Shit, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to throw shit on the wall, hoping it sticks. I know that's what the air pressure is measured in pressure per inch. I think that's what that is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You got the fat CO2.
Yeah,
little fucking canister.
The cartridges, the little CO2 cartridges.
Yeah, I've been pegged by one, and I'm telling you, them frozen paint. Like, what the fuck? You see it on the ground after, like, didn't even pop. Picking us off.
Yeah, man. Hey, I can't sign up for that. Fuck that.
Definitely had the mask though all day.
Ooh, my man.
Because people was trying to aim for your face for sure.
Come on now. Hey, we got the CEO of Stay Tuned Live in the building. What's up, JB?
JB in the building.
Come on now. Let's get into this last topic, man. This last topic is about some shit. Well, we talked about it yesterday. Johnny brought it up in the chat about the YouTube beef that ended. Oh my mama! So rest in peace.
Ghost did. Ghost was telling us about it.
Oh, Ghost. Okay, yeah, Ghost. Good looking.
Yeah, good looking.
Yeah. It's a damn good story. Rest in peace to the people in this story, man. 100%, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
YouTube beef is not that fucking serious, dog. It's all the fucking internet, man. Let's get it.
The shooting comes after months of an online feud between YouTubers Finny the Legend and the accused shooter Manuel Ruiz. Fox 5's Molly McBride joins us in the studio with a new look into what could have led up to last night's shooting. Molly.
Well, through one of Finny's friends, we're learning more about what could have led up to this shooting and what Finny and his wife Bubbly meant to the Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. A son, a father.
Oh, he's a good father. He takes care of his kids.
And a grandfather. Derek Ware tells me the Arizona-based YouTuber, Finny the Legend, was just a big, friendly guy.
If something was wrong, he would just always check up on me.
He was a husband, too. Ware says Finny's wife, who went by Bubbly, lived up to her name, lighting up each room she entered.
She would have fun everywhere she went. People wanted to be around her.
He says he actually met Finny through the accused shooter, Manuel Ruiz's YouTube page, offering insight on the feud between the two YouTubers.
This was brewing. This brewed for 2 years.
Ware says it all started back in 2023 when Ruiz pepper sprayed Bubbly on Fremont Street.
I was saying, I'm just glad it was pepper spray and it wasn't bullets.
A grim foreshadowing of what was to come.
I said, I don't want to see you here in pain with bullets in you. So let's figure this out.
Ware says Finny chose to never get physical.
His wife said she was okay. So he was just like, okay, let's handle this another way.
Instead, he fought back online.
He controls his emotions very well. That's what I liked about him the most.
Ware says Finny held a weekly live stream where people could speak freely about anything, including their grievances with Ruiz.
Manny was welcome to come on and defend himself. He kept it fair. It wasn't just a bash. It wasn't just let's talk about Manny, talk bad about Manny. It's just everybody's experience.
Ware says as Ruiz lost followers, Finney's online popularity grew, dethroning Ruiz from his position as king of the tight-knit Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. But Ware tells me he never thought Ruiz would escalate to this level of violence.
That's just sickening. He's sick. That's just what do you get out of that? I don't get that. You just ruined 2 families.
Or that a jealousy-fueled feud would take away his 2 friends forever. Now, Ware says if he wasn't resting for an upcoming surgery, he could have been with Finney on the Strip Sunday night. His one message to our community, Finney and Bubbly were so much more than YouTubers. They leave behind a heartbroken family.
Damn, that shit is.
Yeah, that's some cold shit right there, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I want to go down a rabbit hole further now. I'm like, I've never even heard of these cats, but you know, they got their tight knit little community, right? And then they get to meeting up, but and then probably they're funking online first. They said,
huh?
They said it was funking online for a minute too.
So something happened between, you know, the husband. You know, you got the husband and wife YouTubers, and then you got bruh. So they said something happened in 2022 where bruh pepper sprayed the wife over some type of shit. So some type of altercation.
Wow.
That happened between bruh and bruh's wife.
And see, that's where it's time to kill someone, bro. Somebody fucks with my wife like that, bro. You know what I mean? So but damn. It's still just super avoidable. That's kind of crazy. Are they young like that?
No, they look like they was OGs.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying. Because I was trying to figure out when they were showing that when bro was talking, I was like, hold on. Because that dude was old. I'm like, so how old was bro?
Yeah, the two males in this shit is OGs for sure.
Yeah.
And then wifey, I don't know how old wifey was, but she wasn't, what I mean, like in her 20s or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And like I said, rest in peace to them, man. Condolences to their family. That shit crazy though, because for bruh to pepper spray bruh's wife, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, you know what I mean? This is a woman. Why? Whatever confrontation y'all got, she didn't put her hands on you.
Crazy.
Right, like if she didn't put your hands on you, why are you pepper spraying her? Now y'all might have been arguing or something. I'm surprised that shit is not on camera because they making content at. Somebody got a phone to record the incidents that happened. You feel me? Where is that at?
Maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they didn't want to press charges because maybe they did start the incident and then maybe he said, "Hey, stop! I'm gonna pepper spray you," and blah, and then he did.
Yeah, but there should be footage somewhere because if they're making content,
how legal is pepper spray?
I don't think pepper spray. I mean, unless you feel like you got a right to use it if you feeling like you getting attacked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but my thing is that where's the footage of, because if it's an argument and it leads to this, somebody breaking out their phone, you feel me? So, and then if it was already beef and if it's between the wife and that other dude, you know what I mean? Why is the pepper spray even being involved? You feel me? So what's leading up to the beef? Because they said after the pepper spraying incident, that's when they opened up the forum on YouTube for motherfuckers to say what they want to say and also talk about.
No word. My bad too, because the whole time you remember my neighbors, they're doing the ill rock joint, so there was hella shoveling too. So I was like, you know what I mean? I had to turn it. I had to put myself on mute. I was like,
yeah.
So I kind of okay, cool. So you brought me up to speed. Okay. All right, damn, that shit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for the situation to get that far, it you know what I mean, leading up off of just a pepper spraying incident, which the accuser of the unaliving is the one that did the pepper spraying. You feel me?
So yeah, exactly. So not only did he pepper spray, you see, and then they even after that they chose it they're trying to be nonviolent as fuck after that, and they just. See, they made the choice to try to still meet up with Brad too. That was the bad choice.
Well, see, they say that they was kind of I guess, trying to be superior of the clout lord in that area on the internet.
Yeah, in that little Vegas, Arizona community, I caught that part. Okay.
Oh my mama, you know, I don't
I mean,
know,
yeah.
bro.
So there was like, we're gonna put this on live.
But see, that's the thing, though. Like, right? See, not to be taking no shots at them because my YouTube career ain't shit. You feel me? But I ain't never heard of they I don't think I've got a wind of their content. Anybody, any parties in this this situation?
There's like 100,000 million quadrillion channels in the YouTube spaces too. So that's why the communities tend to get tight knit, because when you start collaborating with each other and working, you know what I mean? And it is kind of crazy though how the cloud chasing or whatever the case may be, or some jealousy of my followers. Bro, the world is so big and YouTube is for the world. So it's like no one should ever feel like anyone's stepping on anybody's toes. Like we should, you know what I mean?
This is our second time
there's
covering
so
a
many
story
people
like
in the
this.
world. Everybody and their mamas watches YouTube. Like there's enough people. Like it's funny how people get jealous in that, so much so that they want to kill somebody. You know what I mean?
And this is our second time doing a story like this because we got something in Texas or in Memphis where it was a lady that put a hit out, even though they didn't complete the hit. But this lady put a hit out, a contract to unalive a motherfucker. Oh,
That's
some social
25 to
media
life.
beef. Like, come on now, like JB said, man, it ain't never that serious. Oh
Yeah,
my
for
mama. Emil said bear spray is what's illegal, but pepper spray is fair game. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he came back with the other pepper after though. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Right. And he's the one that
Damn,
initiated
man.
to a woman.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie though, to Fremont Street, you know what I'm saying? Like it's,
That motherfucker juke.
it's not the strip. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker
Fremont
juke.
Street, it goes down.
That's where the
It goes
locals
down
be at.
everywhere in Vegas, period. But like, yeah, Fremont Street, that's where all the locals, you're gonna see the gangsters. Like I remember Tino, he was like, bro, we was out there in the Diamond Joe, he's got all his diamonds and shit. And there was literally this motherfucker walks up to him, starts looking at his neck. You know what I mean? Like, and then Tino was like, damn, that was not subtle at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, Steamboat, everyone's just, having a good time. And then like Tino's like, bro, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh my
And
mom.
then Steamboat's brothers of food, but shout out to Bell Cow. You see walking, right? On some white bush shit. He walking and shit, throwing up fucking whatever the fuck he's throwing up, just doing funny white boy shit. And then Tino's like, yeah, man, all those
Shout out
bloods,
to Bill Cow. Shout out to Diamond
There
Joe.
was all these bloods right there too. Like he just
Oh shit.
They're all mugging as fuck. That was one of the foods that walked in and started looking at Steamboat's fucking neck and shit. He was like, and then like even Steamboat goes, nah, bro, it's fake, bro. It's all costume jewelry. And then when they left, he's like, you know what I mean?
Whole world,
Get a guy for the real jewelry.
Oh my mama. JB said I never heard
Great
of
Jedi
them.
mind trick.
JB said I never heard of them on everything. I ain't taking no shot, bro. On my mama is just crazy about this shit. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to these parties. The husband and what the fuck? You know what I mean?
He bodied a couple, B. That's crazy.
Bruh. Bake said I would have came back with the rubber bullets in a piece. Like, come on now, like, bruh.
Yeah.
At least that ain't finna hurt. You know what I mean? I mean, it's gonna hurt somebody, but you know what I mean? It's not no unalignment. You know what I mean? And I guess they must have really been bashing,
you
bruh.
can't
Bruh
carry
must have
guns
been-
in Nevada. You can carry guns, so it's like, but they definitely declared. Didn't they say something that they declared like they're trying to be peaceful and then we're gonna meet up and do it the right way or something? But he probably heard the right way. He's like, all right, do it the right way this time. You know what I mean? That dude was on some wild shit already. He was already pepper spraying the women. They should have never got around that guy ever again after that.
Bro,
first
the
one.
motherfucking husband of the
Unless she
wife
was
that
ready to
got
body him,
pepper
'cause
sprayed.
He pepper spray. Anyone pepper spray do anything like that to my lady, brother? It is on for sure.
100%. And
Yeah.
bruh chose the opposite way. He said his wife was okay and he chose to leave it alone, but they went to the internet to talk about what bruh did. So obviously this shit done hurt his feelings because he didn't lost
Yeah,
viewers. He didn't lost.
Hey, how could you get mad at their truth? He knows what he did.
Oh, excuse my language. He didn't for some little weird actions that he did for pepper spraying. 100%. You feel me? So they on the comments lighting him up for pepper spraying a woman.
Yeah.
You feel me?
See, here's my thing too. Is like, it's a special weirdo that like starts an incident, then upon someone's reaction they get upset with it and then play the victim. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I feel like this guy was doing. Then he comes back and blasts them, bro, like because he's getting roasted on this internet clout, this internet and this clout that he's chasing so much. He's getting the attention, but in a negative way. And he went out and now he's gonna get locked up. And I bet you the judge, a part of it is like no internet access ever. That's 25 to life. That's double life, right? That's a double murder. And they probably could get it for premeditated because they're probably somewhere along the way where he made some type of inferences or threats. You know what I mean? Everything's online. These motherfuckers can't control themselves. You know what I mean? I'm warning y'all. Woo, woo. There's probably some things of that nature that they found. He's dead, man. Shit. And did they arrest him already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done, bro. On everything.
Hey, people chase fame and they fuck around and end up with infamy. You know what I mean?
Hey, the clout is the biggest drug there is, bro, next to fentanyl.
I know, right? I gotta start figuring out who got the line on the clout.
Come on now. On my mama. And how much is it? Oh, everything. Because we can push that shit too. Oh, everything. We know how to sell ice to a motherfucking polar bear. We can sell ice underground, man, where it's hot, eternal fire, man. 100%. You can sell water to a fish 100%, man. You can make the motherfucking cat jump off the motherfucking fish truck 100%. You can
sell a ketchup popsicle to a person in a white suit.
Come on now, 100%, man. This shit is crazy, man. 100%, man.
I got that one from it was Tommy Boy.
What you got going out on this shit, bro?
Shit. Close the door, Mimi. Stop swinging the door back and forth. No, that's Mimi. But you know what? What I got going on is, man, I like what JB said, man. It's not that serious, bro. And you know what is serious? Death and life in prison.
Come on now, 100%.
Stop swinging the door, Mimi.
And it's facts. And Bake said I would have had the clip on hand just in case on everything. Like, look, bro, y'all been talking about me, but yet his actions is the reason why they talking about him. And the husband chose not to take it the violent route. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, bro, like, you know, your actions, what you just did, you know, is because of what was going on the net. You know what I mean? You know, in my opinion, you know, even though that this is the only bit of content or context that we have that would happen, and we probably can go do some digging and go find out, you know, certain shit on the internet to see what type of shit that they was pushing and how this shit ended up, you know, clashing. But I think they also said they all might have been together at one time. You know what I mean? Because the brother that was telling the story, he said he hate to lose, you know, both parties in the situation. So, you know what I mean? That shit is definitely not worth it 100%. You know what I mean? But that shows you like something, you know, whether you getting a whole bunch of money off this shit or you getting some crumbs or you making a couple of dollars to support your peoples and shit like that and whatever, bruh, or, you know, whatever, I don't know, you know what I mean, in this situation. But bruh was like, man, you know, my brand and all that is getting attacked. I can't take this no more. I got to go stand up for myself. 100%. But you know, the first shit that you did is the reason why you got in this position. 100%. So yeah, man. That's the motherfucking orange juice in the blunt for breakfast. We are early today. Yesterday was my fault. 100%. We had to make some runs yesterday morning. I was running around all day yesterday. I'm glad that I went to sleep at like 6. I said, fuck that. I'm getting in the bed, bro. I slept from 6 all the way to about 4:30, 5 o'clock, bro, on my mama. That's how much great sleep I got. So yeah, man, we're going to double up again today. We're going to double back with the motherfucking playmakers, 100%. Fill in the Blake episode. If y'all pulling up on us tonight, make sure you get a couple of questions for us and, you know, throw them bitches in the chat on everything. We cooking up tonight, 100%. Shout out to the whole motherfucking chat that pulled up on us. If you still in here, appreciate you. The ones that was already in this motherfucker, appreciate you. And for those that will happen to find this later on down the road, good looking for tapping in. Shout out to the whole Gen Wealth, my dog Peacock. Gang Green, Diamond Joe, Ear to the Streets, Spencer the Guru. Y'all see him tonight 100%. You know what I mean? The whole Heart to Start gang. Shout out to my dogs, man. It's almost draft season. Can't wait to see y'all in a minute, man. I think we in Cancun this year, 100%. Shout out to the whole motherfucking Chicago Clubhouse, the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. We do got the CEO of Stay Tuned live in here, 7 p.m. Tuesday night. Stay Packing podcast, 100%, man. The Big Shaw episodes, 100%, man. All my brothers and sisters over there, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's end the chat and the clip. Oh, yep. And then Bake said, swear to God, I put the hero in heroin. These flows colossal, could sell snow to a ski slope, could sell evil to the devil, non-believers to a temple shit. I could sell water to a speedboat. Come on now. R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. On my mama. Pittsburgh, stand up. Black and yellow, black and yellow. On my mama. We'll see y'all tomorrow or later on tonight. Y'all be safe out there. Stay blessed. Make sure y'all get home, man, in time for to light it up with us, man. 100%. We'll see y'all later on, man. Slide over to the GWN for my dog Bogey, aka Bogart Scott Free. Gen Wealth Net, all one word on Instagram. Gen Wealth on the motherfucking YouTube. Bogart Scott Free on your digital streaming platforms. My dog Slim. Oh, there you go, big bro. Let the people know where they can find you at.
You know what I'm saying? You already know, just like you just said. Bogart Scott Free on all streaming platforms, wherever you consume your music, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, etc. And Gen Wealth Net on YouTube. Let's go.
Let's go, bro. For our main man, Slim, Boogie Vision 45 on the motherfucking gram. From a fan's perspective on YouTube, man. We are the digital newspaper, fellas, 100%. Catch us tonight, man, 100%. I can't stress it enough.
Tonight.
On my mama. Just a reminder. Here it goes.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit 'em with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in a pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money.